Okay. Warm in here tonight. Just wanted to try my phone on here to see if it was working. Evening, everybody. Hi. I did a live on Facebook before, but I thought, you know what, come on YouTube instead, so it'll be easy to come on here and talk about stuff, music stuff. What's happening, guys? Hope you guys are all right. Hope you've been okay. It's been a very, very busy month this month. Music's been amazing this month. I had a night off actually. I didn't have anything planned. I'm on my own. I thought I'd just come on here and hang out for a bit and talk to you guys and find out how you guys are doing and what's going on. I need to share this actually. Let's. How do we share this live stream? There we go. Let's put this on Facebook. There we are. There we are, guys. I'm back. Just come on live on YouTube. So yeah, hi guys. So it's been a while. Thought I'd come on and have a little bit of a rant with you guys because I have nothing to do tonight. So come and join in. We've got things to talk about, things to discuss, and everything going on. Well, first of all, I'll just quickly say that I'm feeling really great. Music's on the go upstairs. Had a bit of a break today from the music stuff. Been editing videos ready for our Christmas 24 tracks of Christmas this year again for our website. If you want to go and check out some of that stuff. We've also got our new logo produced as well, which I'm going to put on YouTube soon. But yeah, I just wanted to check. I wanted to try this. I just wanted to try my phone out because I have a new phone now. My phone, I got a new phone a month ago. I've tried it for a month, and I tell you what, the last 3 weeks I've had this phone has been amazing to have. More storage, more stuff, and I've got see that as well. Marion, hi, nice to see you again. Yeah, I just want to come in here and test my phone out just to see what's going on. Would be nice. Anyway, I've come in here tonight to talk about something that well, first, I want to bring up something. Actually, some people have been commenting about my Fame Academy videos again, and they're all asking about have I got any more of them videos. I have. I don't have many of them left, I'm afraid, but I'm here, guys. Anyway, I want to talk a few things. Okay, I want to talk about a few things. I want to discuss tonight about this documentary I've been watching. If you guys are wanting to know about the music side of stuff, I'll go through that again. Because the first one was really good. So I've been watching a documentary recently, Stock, Aitken and Waterman, Pioneers of the 80s Music, PWL. Great. Fabulous documentary ever, and the best documentary I've ever watched since this ever went ahead. So I watched that the last 3 weeks ago, and every single time I watch it, it's brilliant. It's the best thing Channel 5 ever did. And it got me thinking. Just yesterday, and this is yesterday. I thought, okay, I watched that documentary so many times, and it got to the Donna Summer one. You know, that album she made, the Another Place in Time. And I was going to be thinking, well, I've heard the album so many years ago, and I'm thinking, you know what, I would love to just hear that album all over again. And so very luckily, I found the original mix of it on YouTube. I didn't find the remastered, high compression rubbish version. So I finally found the mix on YouTube, and I listened to all the songs, and I wanted to, and I wasn't like sort of like I wasn't like sort of like dancing away or anything. I was thinking, you know, I just want to hear it like again, because I had it on vinyl originally, but the vinyl got like really scratched and it was messed up and everything, and the quality was terrible. So I decided, right, I'll listen to the one on YouTube, because I thought, right, I'll try it on YouTube just to see if it's the same mix that I've heard on the album, and it was perfect. And I thought, great, right, that's off my list. So I last night I sat in my room and I put up my phone, and I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to the first track. I'm going to listen to that, and it was really, the thing about that album, that Donna Summer album. Now, do bear in mind that at the time it was done, I mean, it was great. Now, when I went back in to hear it again for the first time in a long, long time, I just couldn't believe how much work they did on that album. It was incredible. So Donna's album, it was done like 89. 3 brilliant songs that came out. Sentimental, Love's About to Change. What was the other ones made? I don't want to get hurt. And This Time I Know It's For Real, which I think is one of the best songs they ever wrote. Down it. Forget the other ones. That song is just brilliant, and the way they crafted it was so cool with that little area. Wow. And I heard, and I didn't realize when I listened to that again. You hear it when you hear it for a reason. You listen to it, but when you listen to that mix on the CD version of it, it's amazing how they put so much effort into that. It was so cool. And the album mix of I Don't Want to Get Hurt is miles better than that version that came out on the remixes and the single versions, which I thought was terrible. But what was so really interesting to me was the way that they play them chord sequences in this version. They got a keyboardist in who must have made 2 times worth of recording of that song, of the bridge section, and he's and it sounds so Americanized as it is. I mean, Donna Summer was a great artist in the day. If you all kind of her music thing, it's tremendous. UK American music, Face is here. But yeah, I started watching that documentary and I love it. It panned out everything perfectly in that time texture situation. Not say that I was a big fan of their music, because I mean, they were in the charts. Like in '87 was when they broke through with so many things they did. And I recently listened to I was listening to GTO, and it's really incredible how they make so much great music at the time. I couldn't write things like that. I couldn't. I can write stuff that's like perfectly written in a way that it's captured on synthesizers and things, but some stuff I can't write like that. It's mad. It's strange. Gemma Zaroff. Hi. Thank you for the kings. I'm liking these kings, by the way. Yes, the last live stream I did was all of my vinyls that I showed you guys, especially that High Tension to Infinity album. You guys have been it's weird, I still think that Passion Records, I think was still tremendous. And again, I wish Channel 5 would do a documentary about that, but they won't do it. They will not do it. Why? I don't know why. But yeah, they really Passion Records needs a documentary though. It does. Yeah, proudest thing I've done, probably the proudest thing that I've done in my whole career was working with Lauren Short on that album Challenge I did. And if you have listened to the album, it's on this channel. Please go listen to it. because that album was amazing to do. Really incredible songs I wrote for that one. And with me being a producer and a writer and an arranger and big things. It's I'm very proud of that album. I am very proud of it. But I suppose you guys all want to know about Fame Academy stuff anyway. From that, keep getting comments every day about Fame Academy. You guys keep saying. I don't know why you guys are obsessed by that program. I know wish it would come back there because they always keep saying, "Will the BBC ever reintroduce it again?" But it won't be the same as before. That the program will always change, and it will change into stupid music and crap, right? Do you know what I'll honestly say about that, right? Because I got comments every day saying, where's Lamar and where's Alex and where's everybody from that show, and will it ever come back? No. The BBC don't want to bring it back. The BBC will never bring it back. If it was to come back, I'd say just go on YouTube and do it yourself. It wouldn't be that bad, actually. The people that keep saying to me, people keep saying Lamar was the best one in Fame Academy all along. He was, as he was dedicated to get his own music written and working with Jeffrey Williams and working with Pam Shane. That's the only grudge that I'd really have to say, and this is what people didn't like. There were so many people who said Pam Shane should never have been in that Fame Academy from day one. She is very. I wouldn't say she's a tough crack. I'd say, well, obviously her being Australian is kind of where her music comes from. But Pam Shane, was working. Well, here's the whole situation about her. Okay, and I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say anything bad about her. I think she's great. But in the early stages of her career, she was working with Ian Levine, pioneer of disco guy of the world, who is not very well at the minute. And she was involved with Ian Levine for a while. They had something. They were working with Passion Records, and they were working with Nightmare, and she was working with vocal arrangements. And then she didn't have anything after that going on. She was so miserable about everything. She wanted to get a hit song made. So you'll probably know that you guys will probably know this. But did you know that she actually wrote Genie in a Bottle? She actually wrote that. And the only reason why she did that song is because, first of all, she submitted it not to Christina Aguilera, who was the biggest star in America, who now is just going in a pathway of nonsense. That song was meant to be for Britney Spears, but Britney Spears rejected it, and she said, "This is a crap song." But the guys who, when they bought the song off Pam Shane, they then, whoever did it, wanted to have her vocal on it because she said she was better than Britney was. And right now, the American music scene is just. Twin Boys, doing all right, man. Nice to see you. So I'll just come in here to talk about music and Fame Academy and all that stuff going on. I was just saying about Pamela Shane about her first single, Genie in a Bottle. That was written for Christina Aguilera. That was where she came from. That was the first song submitted to Jive Records in America. They just bought the song. They didn't buy the rights to the song. They bought their share of the music thing, but didn't get credited in the song. Anyway, but how she got in the Fame Academy thing is something else we'll talk about in a minute. Yeah, Ozzy passed away. It's been a month now. I know, Ozzy. Dude. Yeah, I know, it's a shame. I can actually that's something I'll talk about. The documentary that they brought out, that BBC documentary. Oh, I want to, yeah. So get about the Film Academy for a minute, right? I'll talk about the Ozzy thing in a minute. I want to talk about the Ozzy Osbourne documentary, which is so anyway, right. So the first thing is when it was commissioned by the BBC, originally it wasn't actually commissioned by anybody, but the guy who ran it, what's his name? Mike Richard Park, who we know from the days of that. He wanted to go to the BBC and say, I would like to commission a show for the BBC called Film Academy. We want to do it live. It's not staged. It's not fake. It's real people with real music and talent and doing that. And he said, "Yeah, we'll get the show. We'll do it. But the only thing that you have to do is video auditions." Now, in the days, remember the days when it was all VHS and cassette tapes and stuff? They're way before YouTube ever existed. Way before that ever existed. The BBC commissioned it for one season, and it was a success. But I love the live streams. I think live streams were better than anything else. So the first season of Film Academy, I think, was a great idea. Pam Shane, I think she was a bit negative about being on the show. I think that's why she left, because she didn't want to continue with doing the second season of it. And the second season, I don't really want to talk about it because it's just awful. But my dad's uncle used to manage Ozzy in Brum in the 70s. Did he? Oh wow, that's cool. Cookie says hi. Hello, Cookie. So here's a question. Here's a massive question. For anybody, does anybody want to know about that BBC documentary that was released about Ozzy Osbourne's last few years? If you want to know about that documentary, I've got a lot to say about it. If there's no comment that comes in, I'll just go for it. Right. So, as you know, this on Netflix now. Netflix has now got. Yeah, it has. Right. You all want to know. Right. Okay. I will tell you. Sit back and relax while I tell you the story about the BBC version of that awful documentary. Okay. Here's a few things I want to outline. First of all, and second. So the first one. Oh no! Try to keep it short as I can. Okay. So the first part of it is Netflix released a 2-hour The Final Years of Ozzy Osbourne, and that was captured in its right moment. Perfect documentary ever made. Stream it to this day. Fantastic. Now, here comes the worst part. The BBC. I could slaughter the BBC so much. I could just kill them. I could just squeeze somebody. I could squeeze someone's arse. For the mock job they did of that was dreadful. It was just so awful how they did it. It wasn't the editing. It was the way it was presented. I didn't like it, to be honest. I think it was just a travesty. I don't know what the whole point was. Not even the fact that they didn't even it was edited to shit. I mean, it was cut to hell. I mean, because all it was taken from the Netflix version. That version, and all he did was just make a mess of just making it so awful. I mean, I'm glad they put the funeral part in at the end of it. But there's something that I obviously figured out. They decided. The BBC, whoever edited the program, get a life and go for another job. When it gets to the fact that they went into the house, that was a good thing. When it gets to the fact that they went to the concert, was a bad thing. And that was cut for time restraints. So on the Netflix version, you get the full uncut version of that, where they show the cake and everything. The BBC did not decide to do that. They cut all that out. They cut all of it out. They just didn't want anything to do with it. They decided to show a shot of the overview drone footage of Birmingham thing where it was, and a few seconds later, it's cut back to the family, and it's like all this talk going on, saying, "Oh, it was so emotional. Oh, we loved it. Oh, it was great. Oh, Mama coming home was fantastic. Oh, everybody cried, everybody." And I was going like, well, I was sitting there just thinking, why have they cut all that out, and they haven't even bothered to put more of the talking in of Ozzy and the family? That could have gone over it. That they didn't decide. They decided, oh, we'll just put a title card on, and all we'll do is we'll just put it over there, but we can't show any of the concerts. Yeah, well, I mean, come on. I mean, you spent all this money on filming it, then you edit it to shit, and then it got so many complaints saying, well, where's the footage from where's the where's the tribute footage? Where's the concert footage? Where's all the where's the rest of the talking stuff, with Kelly and all that? I mean, that's all cut out anyway. So go on Netflix and watch the Netflix version, because keep away from that BBC version, because that was dreadful. I mean, I think it was all just done for the BBC's publicity part. But I was really annoyed with it. I was really annoyed. I think it was just a terrible, 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 terrible documentary ever made. Hey? What's the most you ever lost on coin toss? No idea. So yeah, so that was just not on that. So and I think it was just that as well. Here's something else as well, if you all want to know something else. Has anybody heard that new song from Aerosmith that they brought out? With that amazing singer who, oh my God. Anybody heard that that song, My Only Angel from Aerosmith? Has anybody heard that? What a song that is. What a guy, what a vocalist he is. Brilliant he is. And it was nice to see Aerosmith recording for the last 15 years. They haven't been in the studio for 15 years, and they've never recorded anything for 15 years. This Youngblood guy, who wherever he came from, it's interesting how he came down from the earth to be here. Wow. I have to say that although it is kind of representing Angel, the original Angel song from Aerosmith, I just find that really intriguing how that worked out, because I've seen so many clips of it on Facebook, and I've seen the reels, and people were commenting saying, does the voices blend together with that? I'm glad there wasn't any auto-tune in that either, because it's very strange how Aerosmith got a contract with Capitol Records and didn't want to go back to Columbia. that bemuses me, that whether that was a management decision or whether the fact that they were going to get screwed over with Columbia Records again, probably. But no, I think that You're My Only Angel. I have to say that I don't think I would say it's my favorite one, but I do think from when Steven Tyler had an idea, and he said we should get together and do this song, because he wrote it obviously, and then he's like, oh, we'll do it as an EP and we'll do that. And I don't know the guy, but I mean, it's from South Yorkshire, which is really interesting for me because I live in the north anyway. But when I was checking out some of his career, it's interesting how he got signed to Sony Records, then he changed over to Columbia Records, and then he went over to Capitol Records and got a better deal. And then I think Capitol Records just said, I'll tell you what we'll do then, because Aerosmith have never recorded in 15 years. It took so long to get a song out. Let's give them a contract. Let's whip them up in the studio. Let's get them in Capitol Records studio. Let's get recording. Let's get them on Capitol Records and we'll release a single on there. Never known the fact that Aerosmith left their previous record company due to a legal battle, I think it was. Fuck knows why. I mean, the last ever recording they ever did. They did that Legendary Child. And that was absolutely dreadful. Legendary Child for the G.I. Joe film. That and the music in another dimension. People kept away from it because that album is awful. It's the worst produced album I've ever heard. It's not even one of their best albums, to be honest. It's terrible. What's on here? Food. I think you're on the wrong channel, mate. This is not a cooking channel. Boiled eggs go great with cress. I've got some bread if you want to go. Is that a lyric of a line or something of a song? Also, I'm getting comments about the Talisman mix as well. Where's part 2 of that mix that you uploaded? Part 2 got blocked. Jeff Scott Soto, he owns the rights to that stuff now, or Sun Hill owns the rights to it. So no, I wish I still had that actually. What we got? MJ, the boss of gaming, says hi. If you guys want to know any questions or anything, ask away. I'm here tonight. I'm not doing anything tonight. I'm not in the studio tonight. I'm actually off the studio tonight. I'm on my own because we don't have a certain four-legged friend anymore. Neither do we have a mum here anymore because she's away in Spain. So that's why she is. I'm trying to think of other comments that I've received as well. Queen Collection stuff has been off. I don't actually. I was saying this on my Facebook page. So my Queen stuff, yeah, I'll go for that in a minute. I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing fine. My Queen Collection. People have been commenting saying if I still got them CDs and have I still got them. I did it on the last live I did, and no, I don't have them anymore. I've got to say those fake CDs that I investigated, they were completely bootlegged. But as far as the Queen stuff goes ahead, I've still got the whole wall for the Queen on it. But as far as collection stuff, I ain't got the room anymore. I don't have the room. I've got a few things upstairs which I've still kept, like signed CDs and signed stuff. But no, I really haven't got the room anymore. The room's getting a bit too small, I'd say. There's so much crap in that room. Honestly, it's because it's a studio, and I really prefer it's a studio instead. But yeah, I got a couple of comments about the videos I've done. Money Grubs has apparently been another topic coming up in the purpose, saying I had a comment from a few days ago saying someone said to me, don't take the piss out of this program because it was kind of educational. Maybe you go on the wrong side of the planet, you are. And a lot of people on the calls I used to do, the calls were with the calls I used to do on Skype before Zoom ever came in. Do I still have contact with David? Nope, I don't have any contact with him anymore. I haven't spoke to him for over 15 years. When I did the Queen collection. And a lot of people also commented about the Queen collection as well, about my early videos, the early Queen collection. Someone said, what was it? If you have got someone said, if you have got the whole collection, can we see it? Well, you can't see it. It's digital. It's digital download. I would want to see digital download of it. I've got all the covers. I've got all the covers. I've got all of the artwork. I've got all the digital download of it. So why would you want to see digital download of it? It's boring. Because I ripped all the. I got download rips of the whole lot, which was good quality. I'm trying to think of something else as well that I had. There was something else as well that was cropping up a few days ago on my channel. Rock Show Live, the program I used to do. Oh my god, that! Do you know what? If I had the energy and the time, I would bring it back. I would bring that show back. I would. There were so many memories about that. I got people ask me all the time, would I bring Rock Show Live back? Well, I can't because I can't bring it back on YouTube because it's blockage for copyright purposes. That was all streamed on Ustream before IBM bought them out. And I thought that show was so hilarious for 6 years, but even some people even say today, they say, would you bring Rock Show Live back? Because it was so hilarious. And said, well, you can't now. Can't do it anymore now. Because of copyright reasons for music. So, but yeah, I mean, there was people saying, what sort of give. Oh, I don't think I can see that message. I'll see that message. Can you guys give me a moment? Oh, back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So that's all in there now. I'm not live on Twitch TV anymore. My gaming's all stopped now. If you all want to know. Yeah, my gaming got stopped on. I'm stopped gaming now on Twitch TV. But recently, the last time I was live before, I told you about a court case that was going on in Washtenaw County, in Michigan. I want to tell you more about that. So the third part of that case is still going on. She did get a recall back on the case. She submitted the form in. Judge Simpson has outlined the fact. He says that I don't understand why you've got this case with this case because this doesn't work. So tomorrow there's going to be the decision is going to be made tomorrow, which I won't be able to see because I'm pretty much busy tomorrow. But there is a channel. There's a guy on YouTube who's actually recording them every week, which is good until he erases it and he puts it in members only, which I suppose is kind of a good idea. And he's it's Judge Fleischer Live? He's streaming the court cases of Judge Simpson's, because Judge Simpson's court cases, when they go live, they get immediately erased off for copyright reasons. But this guy on YouTube is able to OBS it, and he's a fabulous guy. He's got all the past live court cases. Hopefully tomorrow we'll find out that decision from them people. I want to know about. I really want to figure out what is going to happen with this decision tomorrow, because it better be happening in the morning. I think he said 9 a.m. tomorrow morning it starts, actually. So I'll hopefully be back in time for that, if I get back in time. Yeah, that's all good. I'm currently working on that new remix of Challenge. Hoping going to get it out by the end of the month, hopefully, since I've now got all of my finances all sorted out now, which is good. But I'll not be putting any more time and effort in anymore. I won't be putting any more time and effort into uploading any more productions in a way, because I've nearly finished everything now. But going back to what I was saying about the Stockegg and Waterman stuff, I've recently just listened to some of their, I wouldn't say any of their writing stuff, but some of the mixes they used to do when they were the mixes were terrible. So I was listening to their mix of Everlasting Love by Sandra. That was a remix that Pete Hammond did. And then I was listening to, which this is weird. This is a weird one. So anybody, and probably you guys don't know anything about this track, but there's a video out there. Someone uploaded a video of PWL mix of the song by Fantasia called Tonight's the Night, and Helen Shepard actually has just commented about this a few, I think it was a year ago she commented about this, but it's interesting how somebody commented about it, and I wanted to know more about the song. And she said, "Well, I wrote it. Well, she wrote it when she was 20 years old, with Tim Godine, who was the keyboardist, producer guy, and he said that we were a good team. We were a very good team until we lost the contract with Chrysalis, because Chrysalis, it's a shame that it's actually interesting, but Pete Waterman was not involved in that one, and I'm glad he wasn't, because it was Pete Hammond who produced it anyway, which was so good. And I'm glad that they didn't actually get Waterman to do that one. But it's a good song. It's a good song. I like it. It's really interesting guitar in there as well, which is good. But yeah, because she just got back on YouTube recently. Something else that I also have come across as well on YouTube a few months ago. So anybody who was at school in the early ages, I mean, I'm 50 years old now, but I mean, don't go back way back in that time. I used to watch a program called Music Time, which I thought was a brilliant show. And I would really like to know. I really would like to know if anybody out there knows this question. Where did Helen go? Does anybody know about where Helen disappeared to? Because I thought she was a really amazing presenter on that show. And I started watching a few of the old ones on their channel because it was so good. The Christmas one was really the best one they ever did, actually, with that one. They did like a Dick Whittington. I think it was either Dick Whittington or a party one they did. And if anybody knows where Helen went, because nobody can find her at all. No one can even know where she is now because she disappeared. But maybe she died. I don't know. But no, Music Time. The show on BBC Two was really an amazing show. If you ever watched it in in the United Kingdom. It used to be on in the afternoon in about 11:15 in the morning, and they used to record it for purposes of the schools. Used to record it, and we would go in and we would see the show, and it was brilliant. It was such a good show when it came out, and we really learned a bit more music side of it. There's only a few episodes on YouTube that have, but on YouTube there's a 2-hour video where somebody made a compilation of the shows together. I think it was to be part of the 12 episodes they made of the school show they made. And there's one segment I love on that particular episode where because I did a song, I kind of used the arrangement on that song, and it was called Shakedown. If you ever seen that video of Shakedown that I made, which was all just made cleverly, that melody is just off that song, because I took interpretation of that song and made it into that song, and it sounded just brilliant. And I think I remember when it's weird how that was recorded, because Shakedown was recorded very well, because my friend Chris, who I've just spoke to just recently, he told me, he asked me this weird question one day. He said, what was the video that you did with all like these like in the church and everything you did with it? And I said, the church. I said, what church? He says, oh, there's like a creature that comes in first. He shuts the door. Then there's like a candle, and then the singing. He says, oh, you're talking about the Shakedown video I did. And he says, did you film that anywhere? And I says, no. I says, I got that from the image that you see in the video that I made. It's really, really clever how I did it, because it's like it's not green screened or anything. It's been done. I put it in. I used Cyberlink Power Director 15 at the time. I used it and I edited the video, and the video I used, I got it. I don't know where the hell I got it from. I didn't get it from YouTube. I got it from somewhere. Some website had it on, and I thought, oh, that'd be great to use that in there. And I thought, brilliant. So I just used some GIF images on there, and it was perfect. So there was a GIF image. There was a full 2-minute image that I just copied and pasted over it, and it was like brilliant scenario I had. And I'm not the best editor in the world. I'm not the best editor in the world at all. I'm not. Because again, people saying, you're saying that video was good, you edited well. I says, yeah, but I'm not the best editor in the world, guys. I can only work on music side. I am not an editor. I am not good at editing. I did edit the video Mysterious Wonder when it came out, which is my original song I wrote and I produced and I copyrighted. The Mysterious Wonder was the first video I ever edited, and people love it. They love that video. Everybody says, wow, what a great song. Because I wrote the fucking thing, that's why. So I wrote Mysterious Wonder was the first single we brought out on our label. It came out in 2021, I think it was. And Adesha went and filmed the video over in the States, and she found a beautiful place, and it was perfect date to go and film it. So she went over there and filmed it in this wonderful part of, I don't know where she went, in the woods or somewhere, but she really, wow, it was standing. And we brought the song out, and then and it's out now. It's still to this day still the best song I ever wrote. And I'm writing some Christmas songs. I don't know why I'm getting it. I don't know why, but people are asking me to write compose music for Christmas. I don't like Christmas. Yeah, I'll talk to say. Yeah, there's a lot of people been asking me to do Christmas songs this year again, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, we'll do them. But I want to get back into writing AOR music again. I really do. I miss that. I miss it quite a bit. we've got some songs coming out from Clayton Phoenix Smith in a few weeks. He's got his new song, "The Red and Blue." It's just been released on Spotify now, so go and watch it on our website. And watch it. I mean, listen to it on the website. And then yeah, got some more stuff coming up. But we've got the 24 track. Can't speak. I've got the 24 tracks of Christmas coming out on our website. That comes out on the 1st of December. I've got 9 videos done. I'm waiting for the rest of them coming through. So all my artists are going to record their own Christmas songs this year. I've got some re-signings back. I've actually got the whole team back next year, which is great. Because I've just got one of my artists who wasn't able to record this year is coming back in January to record, which is great. So it's all sorted. I'm actually going to have a meeting with her down in London during the Christmas period on the way. And I think after that I've got just January to sort the business out in January. So we've got a busy month. Especially tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be crazy tomorrow. There's also some people saying about oh yeah, when I did the live stream before, Lullaby got blocked. So you guys were able to hear that version. That's another thing about that song, Lullaby, that the unseen version that you guys like. Why did they never release that version that they had with that TV version of it and fine for that? That's something that I still don't understand. I mean, I understand why I did it for the album release of it, because on the album, it's nothing like that. It's because the arrangement it did on the TV version of that mix, they should have released that version instead. That would have been perfect to put out. But no, they decided, we're only going to release it on the album for the 3 of them, but we're not going to do it as a solo single for Lamar to release. And they couldn't release it. He did record it though for his. He did record it for his album, but I don't know what mix they used. And I'm worried about that. I'd like to know what mix they did use on it, because it'll be good to do that. But yeah. But Lamar's not been doing much now. Lamar's no. I can't really see him. I looked on Discogs recently, and he hasn't recorded anything for over the past 10 years or something. He's just been doing it himself. But yeah, I still get comments to this day saying about what do you really think about season 2 of Femme Academy, and where why did we not see any videos of that? Because to be honest with you, right, I did record the live streams of that, but when I went into the shed, they were all in the box. And I opened the box up, and inside it was full of mold. The tapes were mold, and I knew that I wasn't able to get the footage off. There was no way I could do it, because some of the videos, the sound was awful. The sound I would not be able to enhance, and it would take me ages to do. So I didn't bother uploading anything of that one. I mean, there isn't. The only thing I did have was that terrible DVD that came out, which, to be honest with you, that DVD should never have been released in the first place. But awful DVD. But yeah, just think it was just a waste of time. But the live streams were pretty good. The live streams on the second were good, but they were better. But I just felt like a little bit negativity with that thing. I think it was all like, it's just a bit weird. But I know they changed the situation. Robin Gibb came in, and he kind of said, "Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. Yeah, it's great. Oh yeah, well, I like the show. Yeah." And he's like, and I do remember one thing though. Probably the best thing that happened on that afternoon in the morning was when Robin went into music room, and he wanted to do "You Win Again." Great song ever written by the Bee Gees, fantastic song. And then he goes in and he starts rehearsing with the guys, and it's not bad, actually. So a lot of people just want to do that. But I think overall the thing I liked about the second Femme Academy was when Carolyn, I can't remember her real name now, but remember Carolyn was in there, and she did a song. She wrote a song called "Fate." I think it was called "See Your Fate." I think it's called, and I don't know why, but no one's ever heard that song. I mean, I wish somebody would release her material. She had songs ready to go, but whatever happened to her? James says, "What's the picture on the wall about?" What picture? Oh, this picture here. This one. Well, if you were in a time, I'll explain. Hi, James. By the way, there was a song out. There was a song that came out in the 70s called "Matchstick Men and Matchstick Cats and Dogs," and this represents that song. It's all about a painter who made very little men, very little things in there, and it's like a picture that's about all the people who in a park, and it's like in factories and where they were living around. If you listen to the song on YouTube, actually, listen to the song on YouTube. It tells you the whole story about it. It's a true story about a guy who was a painter. These matchstick men and cats and dogs. When the people on the street, he takes his brush and he waits outside the pearly gates to make his matchstick men, matchstick cats and dogs. It's recommended to listen to that. And it's by a group called Brian, I think it's called. So it's Matchstick Men and Cats and Dogs. I recommend that. Listen to it. It's a true story, that. It's just the way that the guy painted these pictures and made his statement to others. Imagine the song the Veld from Deadmau5. 5. Probably the same thing as what it is anyway. That's cool. Yeah. So we're saying about, what was I saying about before we interrupted about that? Yeah. So with that being said, I mean, like right now, I mean, like I say, me writing and producing and recording and working with these brilliant artists from the United States to the UK to the USA. It's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing this year. We've got a lot of good songs out, and like I say, we just released one of Clayton's songs, Red and Blue. If you follow us on Facebook, follow us on the Facebook page at ST Entertainment. That's my label that I run from home, which is great because I have a studio upstairs. But I'm not going to the studio today because the studio's a mess. But yeah, originally this channel was about Queen and the band until I changed it to a business I run now, which is called ST Entertainment, based in the United Kingdom, where we basically look for singers, songwriters, producers, not producers, but I produce all the music here, remote record. It's exciting, man. It's great to have a business you're proud of. But behind the scenes, I actually do the business behind the scenes where I'm just doing that. But today was an off day for me because I had nothing to do. And I was just testing my phone out to see if the live stream was on this phone. And it looks like it's pretty good, actually. My battery's actually quite low on here. And I've got about 25 minutes left of this. So I'll have to go on 25 minutes. Yeah. So it's all good. And I've run a business for 8 years and been a successful person and been successful running a business and music producing and writing. And next year we've got albums coming out from people. We're about to re-sign back to artists who are coming back to us in January, which is great news. So we'll have everybody back. We've got Kat Jane back next year. She's going to release her material. She's releasing some different music. And then we're back with Denise next year. Wayne Russell Jr. next year, Danny Pomeroy next year. Well, which Danny's not been active this year. But if you want to know more about me, go to facebook.com/ST Entertainment. That's my label. And you can see our live streams and all of our past information on there as well. I've also just did a private live stream yesterday on our group page. You can't join the group page. Can't join it because it's only for the artists involved, for all of us. And then next year, going to the United States of America. Finally going to happen. It's finally going to happen. I finally get to the United States, guys. Finally take my brand to the United States. I finally go and work over there. I finally go and get this artist live thing together, which is going to be a really good turning point for all of us. And get back with the band, go and rehearse with the band. Got a lot of gigs coming next year. We've got stuff happening next year. It's going to be a crazy year, 2026. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. And yeah, that's all good. It's all good. If you all want to know about my last live stream, go and have a look at the last live stream where I was doing about vinyl collections, because that was great. People liked it, actually. They want me to do more of those, so I'll do more of the vinyl collection soon. I just recently brought out the Queen album, the Game album, and I've never seen a pristine copy of that. The American USA Alan Zentz printing of that one, a pressing of that. Sound quality is to die for. Fucking amazing. Really recommended. I don't like all these new remixes coming out as well. From what I was mentioning in my other previous stream on Facebook. I've deleted the stream now, but so a few things that I'll also want to discuss about. So here's a few things that you probably all want to know. I was just saying this to my mate online a few minutes ago, saying about, if everybody remembers that, I have a right grasp about box sets coming out, and as you all know, Whitesnake has retired now, and as you all know that Iron Maiden, and I'm going to start with Iron Maiden first. Iron Maiden, I brought out a new book now, the tour years, the world tour that happened in that period. Recommended to get. And then Thin Lizzy, not the band, but Universal. Universal decided to release a box set of Jailbreak, the box set, with a stupid idea to do that. And that got me really on my mind. Why are they doing this? Why are they bringing all this out? Why are they bringing out stuff that's got to be spent on so much money? And it's ridiculous bringing it out. So it got me thinking the other day. I'm thinking, Universal spending so much money on bringing all these box sets out. Why the hell why do they want to bring so much out? You don't need to bring 8 CDs out of live stuff and everything. Just make it a 2-disc set. That's what we used to do in the olden days. 2 discs, or put one thing on one disc, or a bonus track on one disc. And you don't need to overrun everything so long for 5 hours. It's like that's it'll kill you. So anyway, and so that got me on my mind about saying, if we ever bought a book, if we ever bought a box set out of our best stuff, I would do it, but it would be costly about it. But anyway, I'll get to that question in a minute. But here's the other thing. Everybody watched the video of Kiss, the Gene Simmons box set, The Vault, big vault thing that came out, about the size of that cabinet right there. Look at the cabinet here, the cabinet, the size of the cabinet, right? Big thing on the thingies. Great thing to release from what you can afford. But Gene Simmons did a deal in America with Universal, and Universal was going to release. Gene Simmons released his own box set of 25 discs in one casket. You pay for the casket. You send in a money order, or you send in another payment of $25,000 to have it signed, to have it delivered, to have it signed by the man himself in person, with the box in person, and you pay $25,000 to get it delivered to your house. I think that is such a great, ingenious tool to do. But if you can't afford it, then what do they go and do next is, by his own accord, he decides to go back to Universal and says, well, because that was too expensive, can you guys release a lower condensed version of it? So what did they do? They released a lower condensed version of the song without one track on it. And it's the only song. He says that in the Vault box set, you'll get one song as a bonus track, and nobody will get it on the other version of it. So, and it's the first song he ever wrote as a demo, and you can't get it anywhere. You can't even get it anywhere. You can't stream it anywhere because he didn't put it on streaming services at all. This was just a one-off time available from his whole Vault collection that he did. It's not including the Kiss stuff. It's nothing to do with Kiss. It's just his own box set he brought out of rare demos and stuff. And I thought, what a brilliant idea to do that. But then you bring out a condensed version of it. You bring out the same thing, but you don't put the bonus track on this condensed version because people want to buy it for the extra track that's in that Vault box set to pay that much money for it as well. And I thought, that's ingenious, but worth it. So this is why it got me thinking about these box sets coming out with all these 50th anniversaries and everything. Kiss is going out now. Kiss's box set's dreadful. But it's too expensive. You know, fair enough, they all want to make money from it. They all want to bring out these special editions and everything. Whitesnake did theirs. And the best part of their part of it was they just brought it out. Nice, lovely box sets about that size. You don't need a huge box set with all material inside it. It'll bore you to death. Like, I mean, I remember when they did it with the Queen box set. That News of the World one was bloody awful. Including that documentary, which they should never have released anyway, which is all cut to hell. Fuck me. Save your money and just do it online instead. XLIX, welcome, my man. Welcome. What do you think about digital IDs? Most music is downloaded in today's times. Some people don't really download them anymore. I used to download music, but the quality isn't the best. Some of it's all just ripped from speakers and shit. That's crap anyway. I mean, I remember I downloaded a version of Eclipse's Armageddon album, and one of the tracks, Jada, was whatever the fuck was going on in that song. Mustn't have been massive popular. What do you think about digital IDs? These new digital IDs coming through? Yeah, the government. Well, in all fairness, right? I think the government is. You know, people are going to get. I'm getting my passport next year, which is going to be renewed. Which is why I'm going to send it off early that time. Anyway, so digital IDs. I have to say, it's not the best idea in the world, but I think it is going to be safer for all of us in the next few years. I think everybody's going to have one for work purposes, also for one as ID cards. I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be worth it for work purposes. Self-employed people. What is he? Me. And, you know, it'll work. I think. But I can't say it's a good thing. I can say it's a medium thing, really, for it. What's that? 666? What do you mean? Number of the Beast? Oh, Iron Maiden. Depending. T-shirt you're going. Motorhead. This is the I can't remember which one it is now. This T-shirt is Ace of Spades t-shirt. Let's see from there. Whoa! Hate these things. Yeah, Ace of Spades t-shirt. It's a bomber, actually. It's a bomber. Yes, so I wore that for a while. I like wearing me rock t-shirts. I've got another one, actually. It says, "We are Motorhead and we play rock and roll" on the back. And I like that t-shirt. That's me gig t-shirt when I play gigs, which is good. So don't Fame Academy. I've done our business. Anything else you guys want to know? Because I will have to shoot off very, very soon. Another 15 minutes. There's had coffee this morning. Actually, this cup, I've had this for many years. It just says, "I'd rather have a beer. I don't drink anymore. Don't drink alcohol anymore because it's just not healthy for me. Got a business to run." Take it easy, fella. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you. I'll take a few more questions if you guys want to know. Comments on videos. Comments on videos. I can't get access to that, I'm afraid. I know there's a few more comments I've received. If you all want to know, is that people been saying about. Oh yeah, someone mentioned about my mate. How did we meet? Me and Chris. That's a good question, actually. Someone said that to me recently. Someone said to me, "That guy is really cool, his collection." That's Chris. We met in 2000 and... No, it's fine. You ask whatever you want on my wallet. Just ask anything. Me and Chris met 2000. We met the beginning of the millennium. We met at college. We were doing a college course together. We were doing a back to work kind of thing we were doing at the time. We did that. Went very well, actually. I think we did it for 3 years. I think we did. We got talking about music. We talked about heavy rock, Judas Priest. Talked about many things that Chris didn't even know bands existed. He didn't know about any sounds, AC/DC, all this business. I said, "You want to listen to some of this stuff?" I says, "Oh, I'm gonna try it." And then he got down to the local CD shop, bought a couple of CDs, and started exchanging CDs together, and made a collection. And we had a lot of good CDs that came out at the time. And then we have been friends since that time for a long, long time. And we did YouTube in 2009. I remember speaking to him about that, actually, and I said, "You know what we should do? Why don't we start a YouTube channel that will be all Queen related, like Queen collections, because no one's done them on YouTube." And I said, "Yeah, well, we'll try it." And we were the first channel to ever do Queen collections, and all the videos are still there. When I look at them, they're all ages ago, from years ago. And then we started collecting all the Queen collections after that as well. Especially the very funny story about with a Freddie Mercury box set, which is still there on my channel from years ago. And other things went on after that. And then we gave up Queen channel we finished it in 2011, I think is when we finished it. I think it was when we finished that time. Because Rock Show Live had just started that year. Yes, we finished it in 2011. I changed the name over to SC Entertainment. But Queen channel was still here. We were still doing Queen stuff that was based on like updates and CD collection and everything it was. And then I left Chris left the channel. We did a couple more videos after that. We did a video of Music Zone, which went through all of that pandemonium part. did a couple of uploads of videos from Just Got Soto at Talisman to everything else, and that went very well. And after that, I just then decided that's enough. I'm going to quit YouTube altogether. Then I decided to do my regular job, which was working on Rock Show Live, which I put together in 2012. That lasted up to 2015, when Ustream was still going, but Ustream was then bought by IBM. And then I went back to DJing with Steve, 2016, for 2 years. 2017 I left, and then 2018 started up my own label called ST Entertainment, which is still going strong to this day. And I'm happy with that. And I've been in the music industry since I was a young lad, when I was about 2007, I think it was. The early, I remember the early venture that I did with ST Entertainment was a disaster. It was a fucking disaster. It was. So I did release a documentary of the thing. I've still got it on my computer, and I would like to re-release it again. But I think what I'd do now is just film it better, because that was the lockdown version that I released. So we'll see. And then I have been successful with my label since 2020, when lockdown happened, and then the 5 years after that, we've been very successful with what we've got going on at the moment. Very happy with everything. If you all want to know, if you also want to hear some of the music that I've produced, go to the website stent-mpr.com, and you guys can go and follow me on there, because you guys like my channel on. My Facebook page is ST Entertainment, if you go on there as well. I'm not going to stay here too long now. I've got a couple more things to do when I go upstairs. Even the emergency service is 666 upside down. I do agree. It's actually not 999 anymore. It's actually 101 now. I think. Is it 101 or I can't remember what it is in the UK. But yeah, because that's kind of where we're heading with it now anyway from it. Yeah, so that's all in the process. I'm trying to think of other questions. I'm trying to think of other questions that I've had from people in the videos I've had, commenting about the videos I've had. I know people have commented about the early ones, the early videos I used to do, which was the Queen collection. Like there was a guy who was non-stop messaging, commenting me every day, who said, whatever happened to that vinyl you had of that what the hell was it called, Leather Angels, that do you know what that's got to be my favorite video of everything I've done from all of YouTube, is the Leather Angels one that I destroyed, that I burned. It yeah, it did. And I'm glad it did. And the favorite video I've got from YouTube, probably the ones I like the best is the Angry Penguin ones I do. I think the Angry it's a shame Angry Penguin came to an end, because there was 11 videos done in the first season, but the second season was going to get finished off. There was going to be I brought out the Cocomelon one, which was the first one I did. That was a success. Still to this day, very popular that video is. And the one after that was the music failing worst music videos, I think it was. Oh, I can't remember what it's called now, but it was something to do with band rehearsals and stuff. Terrible band things. Really good. And there was a few more videos in line to still get Angry Penguin running again. But the video I was trying to do, there was an idea to do like YouTubers, like like Girls Play one. That one was That one was probably my favourite one I liked as well, because that was going through like fakery kind of like things where it wasn't anyway. We'll see. Do you think the way humans think are the aliens? No other animal. Do you know? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Actually, here's the thing. Gabby Bell. Gabby Bell. Gabby Bell. Gabby Bell. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you know what? Do you know what? If you're on the right path with me, I've got to tell you something, right? There's a YouTuber. Man. You know, you just brought me up a good subject there. Do you know what? I respect. I have to respect Gabby Bell. Gabby Bell. I could do a huge big documentary about her. What a YouTuber she is. What an amazing woman she is. She is so fantastic. Brilliant artist, brilliant singer. But I'll tell you what, as you just brought something up there, I watched her Ancient Aliens video that she did. The other one about the like the concept about the whole concept about ancient aliens. Do you know what I have to say? I'm going to agree with what Gabby said. They don't know whether we come from that area or not. Because one of the things that she put towards the video when she said that, so we all know the concept about, do aliens exist, and did they come to our planet, and did they do that? And do you know what? I have to say that her explanation about that was right. In a comedic way, it's right what she says about that. I've seen her doing things that cannot be explained. I have to say, you know what, right? And I'll be honest with you, right? Go and watch Gabby Bell's video, right? Watch her video, Ancient Aliens. Just type in Gabby Bell, GABIBELLE, Ancient Aliens. Watch that video. Because she absolutely nailed it. And if you want to know what Gabby Bell is, please go and watch her videos. They are hilarious. I've never watched so much funniness in my life. Gabby Bell, damn good YouTuber. Fucking awesome. Absolutely brilliant. I could watch her all day. I could just watch her videos all the time. Watch the breakup video as well that she did. Watch the breakup video. Never laughed so hard in my life. And the recent one she's brought out, apart from the game one, watch the decorative ones as well. I've got to really say, really amazing about that as well. It's great. I don't want to get into religion. I don't want to talk about religious stuff. Can we just leave that alone, please? No, I don't want to talk about that. Want some more positive stuff. So, yeah, Gabby Bell. Please go and watch Gabby Bell's videos. They are really, really amazing. Well, I'm not going to answer that. So, I'm going to leave the live stream right now because I have to go. Now because I've got things to do. So thank you for tuning in, guys. It's been an interesting thing. It's an interesting conversation to have. If you all want to follow me on my Facebook page, SC Entertainment. If you also want to know about something going on, there's also something we've got planned 2026. Got a lot of things planned for 2026. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys next live stream when I'm back. Have a nice Christmas. See you later. Bye-bye.